one and all, this is Jasmita of 10th standard. Today I am going to give a brief explanation on unification of Germany. Unification of Germany refers to the political and cultural integration of various German confederation into a single state in 19th century. The middle class Germans gave an attempt in 1848 to unify the different regions of German nation. And that attempt was suppressed by different forces of monarchy and army. But they got support from the large land of Prussia, who were also known as Junkers. And Prussia is the major region in the German Confederation, which was created by the Congress of Vienna in 1815 under the rule of Napoleon. So Prussia took the leadership in the movement of unification of Germany. And Prussia's king, Kaiser William I, along with the chief minister Otto von Bismarck, helped in the unification of Germany. Otto von Bismarck, he was the Iron Chancellor. He was also known as the architect of German nation. He followed a policy known as blood and iron. In that policy, he used that war should happen to get the unification. And he made 3 wars over 7 years. Along with Otto von Bismarck, the army and bureaucracy of Prussia also helped them in the unification of Germany. In 1864, first war with Denmark. Prussia, along with Austria, had a war with Denmark. And in that war, Prussia got victory, a major victory. In 1866, Austria and Prussia had a conflict between them based on the topic of Prussia on Denmark. So Prussia and Austria, soon later that conflict turned into a war. Kaiser William I, the king of Prussia, also participated in all the wars and gave a major victory for the German unification. In 1867, Otto von Bismarck, he signed on the contract of German unification that confederation should come under the Prussian rule. In 1870, July 19, the last war, which was known as the Franco-Prussian War, gave a major victory for Prussia, and these 3 wars had completed the unification of Germany. At last, in 18th January 1871, they all met at Hall of Mirrors in the Palace of Versailles, which was situated in the France. And the leaders of German people and German princes all met at there and assembled, proclaimed that the head of the German Empire was Kaiser William I. The Kaiser William I modernized Germany in the banking, judicial and freedom systems. Thank you. This is Mrita of 10th standard. Now I am going to say about the unification of Italy. So this is Italy before revolution and unification. So it contains 7 states in it. One of the states named Sardinia is the only state which practices the Italian culture, tradition and everything, etc. It is ruled by the King Emmanuel II. So he took the help of the Giuseppe Mazzini, who is the creator of 2 secret societies. So one is Young Italy, which is Versailles, which is located in France. And he helped to defeat the Austria and Habsburg Empire, which is colonized by the North Italy. So his thoughts are equalized with the thoughts of Giuseppe Garibaldi. In 1960, he helped the Giuseppe Mazzini and Victor Emmanuel II to unify the Italy. The unification of Italy is done in 1961. His name is Conto Camillo di Cavour. He helped in the unification of Italy. He is very rich person and very educated person. He only speaks French very well than Italian. He also helped in unification of Italy. Thank you.
My name is Salman. I am studying in 10th standard in Sinsma School. Today my topic is Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty is located in New York in USA. Statue of Liberty is known as the freedom of idol. Statue of Liberty is known as the Roman goddess. In the Statue of Liberty, in one hand hold the torch of enlightenment, in other hand the chartered rights of a man. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Good evening to one and all. This is Vasuvi of 10th standard. Today I am going to say about the French Revolution. The French Revolution has taken place in 1789, July 14. Before the French Revolution, the French is divided into three estates. First estate, second estate and third estate. Third estate, all the burden, all the taxes were paid by the third estate. And the first and second estate people, they need not to pay all the taxes. All the advantages were given to only the first and second estate. After the French Revolution, the ideas came from the French Revolution are liberty, fraternity and equality. After the French Revolution, the ideas of French people are la parte and le citoyen, which means the fatherland and the citizens. And oaths were taken of the French Revolution. And they made laws. In front of the laws, all are equal. No one are poor, no one are rich. Before the law, all are equal. Before the French Revolution, the flag of the French people is loyal standard flag. After the revolution, the flag is tricolor, which red, white and blue. And the Constitution Assembly was set up in 1789 July 8 and it was adopted in 1791 October 1. Thank you.
Everybody, this is Nationalism from 10th standard. Today I am going to explain about the changes that Napoleon had introduced. Napoleon introduced many reforms. He introduced civil code in 1804, which is also known as Napoleonic Code. The code abolished feudal system. Feudal system means the landlords make peasants work in their land and take the entire profit as the result of work of peasants. He abolished guild restrictions. Guild restrictions mean not all people can trade and do businesses in society. There are many restrictions for doing business or trade. So Napoleon removed those restrictions. Improvements were made in transport and communication systems. Napoleon maintained common laws and standardized weights and measures and made common currency to the whole country. So these are the changes that Napoleon had made. Thank you.
Myself Baji Shahid from 10th standard. Today I am going to explain about the causes of French Revolution in France. The society was divided into three estates: clergy, nobility and peasants, merchants and court officials. In the France country, the first and second estate do not have to pay the taxes to the king, but the third estate have to pay the taxes for the king. They do not have any political rights. This is caused the social crisis and when the king came to rule the country, the coffers was empty due to this king increases the taxes on the people, causing the political crisis time.
Good evening to everyone. This is Kritika of 10th standard. Today I am going to explain about Yusuf Mazzi. He is Yusuf Mazzi. He was born on 22nd June 1807 in Genoa. He was also known as Soul of Italy. He is a member of the secret society of Carbonari. He came to France in 1830. At the age of 24, he was sent into exile for attempting revolutionary in Liguria in 1831. He founded major secret societies named Young Italy in Marseille and Young Europe in Berne, whose members were like-minded young men from Poland, France, Italy and German states. His aim to train the revolutionaries and to spread the ideas of nationalism. He believed that the God had intended the nations to be the natural units of mankind. Following his model, secret societies set up in Germany, France, Switzerland and Poland. He opposed the monarchy and supported the vision of democratic republic. He played a major role in the unification of Italy. He worked for the unification of Italy. Austrian Chancellor Duke Metternich described him as the most dangerous enemy of our social order. Finally, Italy had unified in 1861. Thank you so much.
Good evening to one and all. This is Durga Prasad from 10th standard. Now I am going to explain about Treaty of Vienna. In this concept, After Napoleon was defeated at Waterloo in 1850, the European powers of France, Russia, Britain, Austria, they meet at Vienna for the settlement of Europe. It is called Treaty of Vienna. In this concept, they wanted to restore the powers of Bourbon dynasty, and it is authored by Duke Metternich. French lost their territory subjoined under Napoleon, and the series was set up at the nations of around the French. It's called Treaty of Vienna. Thank you.
Good evening everyone, myself Abdul Khader from 10th standard. Today I am saying about the Reduc Syria Utopian vision. Reduc Syria was a French artist. Utopian vision means something idealistic. Reduc Syria in 1848 he saw a dream, the world made up of nations. He produced a series of that is visualizing the world nation is made up of social democratic. The first series was made up. The first series was American and European people was marching in a long time. Men and women and social classes they were honoring a homage of Statue of Liberty. Thank you.
Good evening one and all, this is Amrita from 10th standard. Now I am going to explain Count Camillo B. Cowler. He was born on August 10 in 1810. In 1848, he was elected as the member of Sardinia Piedmont. In 1852, he became as the PM of the Italy. He led the movement of the Italy of unification. He played a crucial role in the unification of Italy. He was died on June 1861. Thank you.
Good evening one and all, this is Jamil from 10th standard. Today I am going to explain about French Revolution of 1830. The French Revolution took place in France, July in 1830. The French Revolution is also known as July Revolution. The Bourbon kings restored their power during the conservative reactions after 1850. But through the liberal revolutionists who installed the constitution monarchy were take place with Louis Philippe as its head. When the France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold. The July Revolution is sparked an upswing of Brazil, which is the lead to the Belgium breaking away from the United Kingdom of the Netherlands. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Good evening to one and all, this is Varshita from 10th standard. Now I am going to explain about the Greek War of Independence. The Greek War of Independence is an event to mobilize the nationalist feeling among the educated elite in Europe was the Greek War of Independence. The Greek War of Independence was happened because the Greece was a part of Ottoman Empire since 15th century. The growth of revolutionary nationalism in Europe was sparked off the struggle of independence in the Greeks. So here the Greeks want the independence from the Ottoman Empire. The Greek War of Independence was begun in 1821. Khalifa is the Muslim Greek of Ottoman Empire during this Greek War. The nationalists of Europe got the support from the other Europeans who are living in the exile and from the West Europeans who had the sympathies on the ancient Greek culture. The poets and artists lauded that the Europe as the capital of European civilization. The English poet Lord Byron organized the front and later he went to fight in the war. He fought for the independence and later he died in 1824 due to the attack of fever. And finally the Greeks got the of Constantinople of 1834 that they got the Greeks as an independent nation. Thank you.
Good evening to everyone. This is Manjusha from 10th standard. Now I am going to explain about the formation of Britain nation. The strange case of Britain. There was no Britain nation until 18th century, and that place was ruled by the James II. So some primary ethnic groups were living in the British Isles. British Isles means the group of islands located in the Atlantic Ocean. So these ethnic groups were English, Scot, Welsh and Ireland. They had their own culture and traditions. And soon after, English had grew steadily in wealth, importance and power. So due to this excess power, it influenced their power on other island nations. So they also had formed the England Parliament. So they seized the power of monarchy in 1688 and formed a nation state with England as their center. In 1707, the Acts of Union had passed between England and Scotland. These are two acts. One act was passed by the England Kingdom and another act was passed by the Scotland Kingdom. So these two acts were passed to combine these two kingdoms into one kingdom. So in 1707, 1st May, the United Nation of Britain Kingdom had formed. So they also had formed the Britain Parliament. Here, this is combined by two kingdoms. So the power also should be equal. But here, the British Parliament was totally under the control of England Kingdom. So after this, Scotland was totally suppressed by their cultural and tradition and political institutions. So due to this suppression, the Catholics who were living in the Scotland had made a revolt against Britishers to want their independence. So that was failed. Due to this revolt, the Britishers were not allowed them to speak in their Gaelic language and were not allowed to wear their national dress too. And if anyone revolt against them, they will be sent out of their homeland. And soon after many years, the island also has faced the same situation as Scotland. So Ireland is a country divided into two, Catholics and Protestants. Catholics were majority in the country and Protestants were minority in the country. So these Britishers helped and supported the Protestants to dominate the Catholics. So due to this, Catholics made a revolt against the Britishers in 1798, which is led by Olfton and some Irishmen. And this revolt had failed. Due to this revolt, the Britishers occupied the island and incorporated into the United Kingdom. After this, in 1801, the new Britain nation had formed, and also they introduced new symbols. They introduced a new flag, Union Jack, and they composed a national anthem, God Save Our Noble King. And also they announced the English as their official language. Thank you.
This is Sasigala from 10th standard. Now I am going to say about Otto Bismarck. He is Otto Bismarck. He was born on 1st April 1815, Scotland in northwest of Berlin. He was the chief minister of Prussia and he was the first chancellor of German Empire from 1871 to 1890. He was considered as the master strategist who led the German unification. He is also known as architect of German unification. Under his Prussian leadership, Bismarck was able to unite 39 independent German states. After ruling many remarkable wars against Denmark, Austria, France and France. In 18th January 1871, all the Prussian ministers, including Chief Minister Otto Bismarck, gathered in the unheated Hall of Mirrors in Palace of Versailles. In that meeting, they appointed Kaiser William I as the head of the Prussia. At the age of 83,
30th July 1898 in Frederiksberg near Hamburg, Otto and Bismarck was died. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all, this is System of Central Standard. Today my topic is Frankfurt Parliament. Frankfurt Parliament is located in the state of Germany. Germany regions a large number of middle class, prosperous and artisans are gathered in the city of Frankfurt. On 18th May 1848, 831 representatives elected their representatives and they want to vote on National Assembly. The deputies offered the throne to Friedrich William IV, who is the king of Prussia, but he rejected it and joined in the other countries as monarchies. The entroops were assemblies forcefully disbanded. Women are not allowed yet only as observers to visit in the parliament. Thank you.
To one and all, this is Sudhakanta from 10th standard. Now I am explaining about the role of women in nationalist values. The issue of extending political rights to women was a controversial one within the liberal movement, in which large numbers of women had participated actively in the one of the year. Women had formed their own political associations and founded newspapers and taken part in the political meetings and demonstrations. This is Rafi from 10th standard. Now I am going to say about the Napoleon Bonaparte. The rise of Napoleon Bonaparte in France. As we know, France had led against the monarchical government to gain the convention government. So many countries surrounded by the France started afraid what if their citizens get the feeling of struggle and they try to get revolution. So to stop all this, France, surrounded by the countries, started attacking on the France. So, the Napoleon Bonaparte, who was the chief military commander of the France, has protected the France with his fantastic technical, military skills and speeches. He had brought France from tragedy. So, all peoples in the France started a respected feeling towards the Napoleon Bonaparte. That they had treating Napoleon Bonaparte as their angel. Due to all these sudden success and reputation, Napoleon Bonaparte himself declared as the Emperor of the France. And every citizen in the France accepted too. The main aim of the Napoleon Bonaparte is to conquer the Europe and form the United Europe. As he became the Emperor of the Europe, he wanted to modernize the Europe, France. So he had launched many administrative systems in the France, like Civil Code of 1804. It says feudalism system was abolished. You may guys think what is meant by feudalism system. Feudalism is nothing but a peasant forced to work on the landlord's fields instead of he can live in the field but does not get enough wages. And right to property was given. Everyone has given the security to the property. Serfdom and manorial dues were abolished. And all are equal before the law. And privileges based on the birth were removed. Transport and communication system was improved. And he kept a currency, that is a national currency for the France. So these are the things Napoleon Bonaparte has launched in his territories, and also it simplified in Switzerland, Italy, France and Germany. He had formed 39 states in Germany. It is also known as the German Confederation. And everyone in the France felt happy, they are living very happily. But the main aim of the Napoleon Bonaparte is to conquer the Europe. He wanted to form United Europe. It is occurred only by the wars. What is necessary for wars? Money, sufficient military troops and some objects like guns, etc. For this, he has increased the taxation among the France. Censorship. No one should write about against the Napoleon Bonaparte. forced people to join army. These are the outdraws of the Napoleon Bonaparte. Due to this, the French people suffered a lot, and at last he started a war. It is also known as the Battle of Leipzig between Austria, Russia, Sweden, Russia. It is led by Alexander versus France, Polish army plus Italian troops on 1830 October 16 to 19. It was continued 3 days. But unfortunately, Napoleon Bonaparte failed. He loses the war. But he did not lose his courage. Again, he came on 18th June with the Battle of Waterloo between Britain, Russia, Prussia, and Austria versus Napoleon Bonaparte. But again and again, he lost the war. So after the war, Napoleon Bonaparte was sent into the Elma Island, and on 5th May 1821, Napoleon Bonaparte had died because of some health issues. And after these, France fell into the deep trouble as it was occupied by the European powers. So these are the major roles of Napoleon Bonaparte as the hero and also the villain in the French Revolution. Thank you.
Good evening everyone, my name is Mohammad Sharif. I am 10th class in since my school. The matter of it is a symbols and meanings. A broken chain, a being to freedom, a sword, a fight, a rising to the sun, beginning of a new era, black gold tricolor, flag of the Germany. Branch of the species strength, olive branch of the around the sword, heroism.
Morning to everyone, I am Ram Pradeep from 10th standard. Today I am explaining about Germania. The Germany is the female figure of German. The artist prepared the painting on the cotton banner and hang the cotton banner in a church of St. Paul, where Frankfurt Parliament covered in March 1848. Simply, the Germania were crown of oak leaves. Oak leaves stand for heroism. Thank you for this giving opportunity.
Hey everyone, I am Bhargav from 10th standard. Today I am going to explain about the nations of Germany, France and India. Germany is a Western European country. It has 2 millennia of history. Berlin is the capital of Germany. Germany's flag colors are black, red, gold. It is a tri-color flag. Germany's national language is German. National emblem of German is federal coat of arms. It shows that the single-headed black eagle against the golden background. Germania is the allegory of the German. Germania wears a crown of oak leaves. It shows the heroism. German currency is euro. German national food is soccer. France is renowned for its iconic landmarks as Eiffel Tower. The national emblem of France is French rooster. Paris is the capital of France. France's national language is French. The currency of France is euro. National sport of France is football. Marion was chosen as the allegory of France. France is the national bird of ram. India is a land various cultures and a rich heritage. The 7th largest country in the world. In the population, the first population country in India. The national game of hockey. The national emblem of India is 4 lions. The motto of national emblem is Satyameva Jayate. The national currency of India is rupee. The national allegory of India is Bharatamata. National language of India is Hindi.
India is the commercial capital of Mumbai. Delhi is the commercial capital of India. India got independence in August 15, 1947. The national bird is peacock. National flower is lotus. India, Jai Hind.